but give them a design decision that they have to figure out with their significant other, and oh my goodness, the sparks will fly. Let's talk a little bit about it. I asked a couple of the couples in the audience, you know, who's responsible for making the decisions when it comes to decor? And all the husbands pointed immediately to their wives. Mm-hmm. It really depends on the couple, though, because on Facebook I'm seeing there's a lot of cohesion with a lot of couples. Susan Aquilina said, "Unfortunately, my husband has an opinion about our decorating decisions, but fortunately, his input is spot on for the most part." She says she really values his opinion, which is great. And Dejana Fabjanovic, she says, "I'm the creative director and he's the general contractor. Oh. It's worked out perfectly so far." So I'm thinking, since you guys are the designers, you guys are the ones that take charge in your couples when it comes to that sort of stuff. What do you usually see when you're working with clients?
Oh,
Are there lots of fights?
Oh my God. Is it not true that in addition to being designers, we are psychologists?
Yes.
We are marriage counselors?
Therapists, marriage counselors,
oh, yeah.
yes.
But I will tell you this, there's no decorating decision worth ruining your marriage over.
Correct.
Yeah.
So you have to agree that for somebody they're going to give.
Yeah.
And often what I'll do is I'll focus on the common denominators. I'll say, you both love dark wood, we agree on that. You both love wrought iron, we agree on that. So let's focus on the things we agree on, and then I'll pick everything else. My choice wins.
Right.
Pretty much is how it goes.
Yeah, that's an interesting. How about you, Stace?
I think the same. I think sometimes we are actually the people that will help sort of mediate. So it's not necessarily that they don't have a vision for what they want their space to be, but they need somebody to sort of put the two visions together. So I think, you know, stepping in, you're a little bit of a mediator for sure, but I think also making sure both people are happy with the end result.
I'm just going to throw one more out here. This is Amy Walker. She says, "If mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy." So that's how things go in her
I like Amy. I like Amy.
I like that too. Well, a couple from London, Ontario could not agree on how to redecorate their living room, so they asked to shop with Shai. Take a look.
The biggest problem is both my partner and I have completely different taste, and we need somebody that's going to help unify it together and give us a new, modern, sexy look in here.
So we need a referee. Shai, help us.
Martin, have a look at these chairs. I love them.
No way, it's the cold leather again. I don't like the leather.
But what if they were a different color or a different material?
Guys, it's all right, it's all right. I've seen your space. I know that these chairs are actually going to work perfectly. We can change the leather, but I have some great options for you. Let's go look at what I chose. All right, guys, I brought you to this chair because I think this is a perfect compromise for what you're both looking for.
I really like it.
Actually, I really like it too. So I
It's
guess
a win
that's,
for me.
Actually, no, it's more a win for me.
Well, it's a win for both of you. All right, let's go.
Referee time. Okay, Shai, what do you think of this coffee table here? Anthony loves to put lots of things on the coffee table. They're always on top, taking up all the room. And we could put the food and drink magazines underneath the food and drink.
That was a little bit of a jab, wasn't it? Okay, go on. All right, guys, what do you think of this sofa?
Love the tufting detail and that it's on period.
Yeah.
It needs a cleaner line.
Alrighty, guys, what do you think of this sofa?
I really love it. This could be an option.
It's a great compromise. It's a little soft, though.
Oh, well, excuse me, Goldilocks. All right, I have one more to show you guys. I think that's going to be it. Sit down, feel it out. Tell me what you think.
Shai, it's really comfortable. I love the clean lines.
I like it too. And the fabric is great.
Oh my God, could it be not too hard, not too soft, just right?
We have a winner.
I think so.
Amazing. And what I know you both will agree upon is a $500 gift card from LT towards your purchases.
Thank you.
That's awesome. I know just how to spend it.
I'm sure you do.
Where's my whistle? Never mind. I'm out of here, guys.
Give me that.
That went well.
So much fun.
That's great. So that's good. You ended up, you know, having some consensus in the end, and it's just like what Kimberly said. You focused on the things they agreed with.
Exactly.
And then you work around it.
You got it. So we started with the common denominator, and they had these two chests, which we pulled the picture up now. They were beautiful chests, and they had a little bit of an Art Deco feel to it. So that was something that they both agreed on, and we built from there. What they actually told me they were considering doing was actually silver leafing the doors, which I thought was such a fabulous idea to do. So we really started with that. As you saw, we walked around. There was lots to see. see, building off that, we looked for the larger pieces. That wasn't so easy with them, so we ended up with that. But because we went with that Art Deco feel, we started with these great tub chairs that I found at LT. And I mean, tub chairs really do say Art Deco, right? They're absolutely stunning. And what I liked is this beautiful velvet fabric that's on them. It has a certain sheen to it, which gives it an added depth, which otherwise, you know, that's sometimes lacking in a space like that. But we started with those. They loved them. And then off that, we built the rest. So you have that warmer wood detail. And what was very, very popular during the Art Deco period was a lot of chrome, because Art Deco was all about the automobile industry, and things were kind of moving and moving and shaking. There was jazz, there was the automobile industry. So we introduced this. I am in love with this coffee table. It's such a great scale. It's big, it's beautiful. And like what they were saying, they can hide their drinks underneath when they need to.
Yes, they can.
They can. And then you have enough room on top. You do need to have something that you have place to put things. They're big entertainers. They wanted, you know, somewhere where everybody could kind of put their stuff down when they need to. And that's a great tip when you're talking and choosing a coffee table. It really needs to be accessible from all points. So if you can't access it from the sofa and from the chairs, then you might want to consider doing an additional seating area.
Okay.
That's something to consider.
That's a very good tip.
Absolutely. Let's go to the color concept. So I was at last week, Benjamin Moore had their color launch for 2015, and Cinnamon Slate was one of the colors that they had.
Very nice.
And it is, I love it. It's gorgeous. It's warm. It's rich, though. And it does, when I saw it, I said, you know what? This really says to me a little bit of almost between the Deco period and kind of Hollywood glam in the 40s.
Yes.
And these guys needed a little bit of glam up in the space because it was very heavy. So we chose this, and then we kind of accented it off with all the other items that we chose in here. So we found these. Now, this isn't very Art Deco. It's almost like a Santa Fe print, but the coloring in it, it's just absolutely beautiful. And all this is from, of course, LT. Beautiful, beautiful pieces. Now, let's talk about the sofas.
Okay, so these are great, and these are the pieces that you know you had to really do some mediating to get them there.
Correct.
But I would almost say it's such an important piece. That's where you want to actually make sure they've made the right decision.
100%.
You're going to have these for a long time.
Well, you hope you're going to have them for a long time.
Well, you should,
We don't know what kind of crazy parties are going on over there, but you hope you're going to have them for a long time. We're hoping we're going to have them for a long time. You really do need to invest. This is an investment piece. So I always say to people, a sofa is something that you want to invest in. It's something that you really need to kind of consider, think about well, and in addition to the style, you have to really be kind of conducive to the fact that it is something that is going to carry on with your lifestyle.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I like the way you face them in, though. So this is going to be great for their entertaining.
Exactly. So we'll pull up a picture again of kind of a wide of their space, and we'll kind of get the whole idea of what the space looked like. So they did have quite a large space, and we did have to kind of maneuver and work around and make it into smaller seating areas.
Right.
Now, I do want to touch, because this was a big part of it, the fireplace.
Right.
So when we look at the picture, we see that they had, remember last time we talked about corner fireplaces and how difficult they are to design around? They were very difficult. We had a therapy session. They have their fireplace centered in the spot that I would choose to center it, and it was perfect spot for it. But I think that the mantle was a little bit small for the scale of the room, and I think we could do a little bit more. So we went to Hearth Manor and got this beautiful fireplace by Dimplex.
It's huge.
But it's beautiful, right?
No, I love it.
With the insert, the beautiful crystals. And what I recommended to them was, because they have it centered and they have this long stacked wall, we talked about possibly facing it. So Hearth Manor does that as well. And what I brought in was like some samples. So you could, in fact, do this and actually place it in front of the wall for a little bit more of a cost-effective way to do it.
Yeah.
But if you want to do a little bit more of an investment, why not do a beautiful concrete facing that Hearth Manor does? And I mean, concrete comes in a variety of colors, and we're able to really introduce all different kinds of colors nowadays in terms of coloring concrete.
Yeah.
So I think this is such a great kind of focal point and feature that you can do in a space. And imagine this up the wall, and then something beautiful like this piece here hanging on the concrete. It's just so clean. It's such a classic look. I really, really loved it.
And they have the space to have that kind of drama.
They do.
Right,
so
in this room.
They absolutely do. So, you know, when you have high ceilings, we always say play to the strength of a space. If you don't have the width, or you're kind of oddly shapen, play to the height of the ceilings.
Yeah.
So draw your eyes up and away from the challenges that you have in the space.
Very cool. Well, you mentioned that this is from Hearth Manor and Dimplex for the fireplace. We've got a $500 gift card, which we're going to be drawing for after the show. So you can go and purchase your own special thing from Hearth Manor. And you can see how fun this one is. If you want to shop with Shai, send clear pictures of your problem room to submissions@cityline.ca, and please put Shop with Shai in the subject line so we can get to you right away and tell us where you live. Okay, good luck to you.